Carlos Sanchez Berzain, September 19, 2021, Infobae.com, in Mexico. The first official meeting of transnational organized crime with Latin American presidents has just taken place under the name of the Summit of the Community of Latin American and Caribbean States. CELAC. This is how it is defined by the presence of Nicolas Maduro, convicted for the application of the Palermo Convention in courts of New York and Florida, with an arrest warrant and a reward of $15 million. Mexico, a signatory to Palermo, with extradition and free trade treaties with the United States, has the obligation to arrest Maduro and proceed as he did with Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. The great objective of crime has always been to penetrate, to control, to be part of politics. In the Americas, the most notable attempts of the 20th century were by the drug traffickers Pablo Escobar in Colombia and Roberto Suarez in Bolivia, partners in drug trafficking with Fidel Castro and Castroism, as evidenced by the book The King of Cocaine in the chapter The Cuban Connection, the shooting of General Ochoa, and more. In the 21st century, this objective was achieved by the socialism of the 21st century, or Castro-Chavism, which, by expanding the Cuban methodology, managed to seize and hold political power in Venezuela with Hugo Chavez and Nicolas Maduro, Bolivia with Evo Morales and Luis Arce, Nicaragua with Daniel Ortega, and Ecuador with Rafael Correa, turning all these countries into drug states. He also managed to give political status to the FARC narco-guerrilla with peace agreements against the will of the Colombian people who voted no. They support armed violence with the simulation of the FARC dissidents and the ELN narco-guerrilla operations, whose leaders Cuba protects in its territory. Cuba with Castro, Diaz-Canel, Venezuela with Maduro, Cabello, Bolivia with Morales, Arce, and Nicaragua with Ortega, Murillo, are drug states in which crimes against humanity are committed and state terrorism is exercised institutionally. With ideological veneer and unlimited resources of political financing through the Sao Paulo Forum, they have articulated the support of Alberto Fernandez and Cristina Kirchner from Argentina, Andrés Manuel López Obrador from Mexico, and Pedro Castillo from Peru, who support and cover up the heads of the Castro-Chavista narco-states. This is the frame of reference to understand the CELAC meeting in the presence in Mexico of the dictators of Cuba Miguel Díaz-Canel and Venezuela Nicolas Maduro. The Mexican anniversary used by López Obrador to pay bills to the Cuban regime, helping the dictator later of the crimes against humanity aggravated since July 11th, when the people peacefully asked for freedom, homeland, and life. The CELAC summit manipulated by López Obrador under the pretext of Mexico's Latin American leadership to incorporate the inmate Nicolas Maduro. What López Obrador has really achieved is to give full proof of his servitude and participation in transnational organized crime. By making Mexico headquarters for the promotion and cover-up of criminals, it violates the United Nations Convention Against Transnational Organized Crime, or Palermo Convention, that it ratified on March 4, 2003. It violates the Mexico-United States-Canada Treaty, T-MECR States United Mexico-Canada USMCA, with very serious economic consequences. Mexico has signed the extradition treaty with the United States on May 4, 1978, and has repeatedly executed it, the most notorious case being that of the Mexican drug trafficker El Chapo Guzman in January 2017. Article 1.1 of the treaty, the contracting parties they undertake to mutually surrender, subject to the provisions of this treaty, the persons with respect to whom the competent authorities of the requesting party have initiated criminal proceedings. The United States Attorney General announced on March 26, 2020 criminal charges for conspiracy for narco-terrorism between the so-called Los Soles cartel, formed by Venezuelan authorities and led by Maduro, and the FARC since 1999. The reward of $15 was established, millions of dollars, for the capture of Maduro. The State Department has recalled this September 18, 2020, coinciding with Maduro's arrival in Mexico, the reward of $15 million. Maduro helped manage and ultimately lead the Cartel de los Soles, a Venezuelan drug trafficking organization comprised of high-ranking Venezuelan officials, while gaining power in Venezuela in a corrupt and violent narco-terrorism conspiracy with the Revolutionary Armed Forces. From Colombia, FARC says the search notice against Maduro on the official website of the U.S. State Department. Did López Obrador read it? Share.